Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should.
Hit the like and subscribe for more dirt bike stuff. Gotta have motorcycles in the background. Do you even ride motorcycles if you don't have a motorcycle in the background? I don't think so. I think Jett Lawrence is actually starting to grow on me a little bit. I didn't really like him too much when he first moved up to the big bikes and started beating everybody, but I think a lot of that's probably that you start getting used to almost like the nostalgia. Like when Carmichael came up and beat McGrath, he was knocking a living legend off the top spot and taking over. So there was like a couple of years that I wasn't a Carmichael fan, and then over time you start to like him. And then I feel like that was the same thing with Bubba Stewart. I always liked Bubba Stewart. Villapoto, wasn't too much of a fan of Villapoto. I like Dungey, but then like Jett comes up and starts winning everything, and I feel like the reason that I wasn't a Jett Lawrence fan at the beginning was because he was knocking Eli Tomac off. You don't like to see legends quit winning, but you also have to take into consideration that at some point that's going to happen. Like legends don't last forever. There's certain things that Jett Lawrence does that still make me a little skeptical. Like last year when he went to the Met Gala, I'm not even sure what the Met Gala is. I think it's it's like a fashion show or something. And he went to the Met Gala and they were like making a big deal out of it. I mean, I guess that's just the times, but still I'm like thinking to myself, dude, you're a dirt bike racer. Like, why are you going to a fashion show? It's kind of queer bait, honestly, but you can't knock him. You know he's working for it. It's not like he just shows up on the weekends and whoops everybody and goes home and hangs out for a week and then shows up on the weekend and whoops up on everybody. You know he's putting in the work. I kind of feel like part of the reason I don't really like Jett Lawrence or didn't like Jett Lawrence that much is because he makes it look easy, where when he's racing he doesn't look like he's trying hard. He doesn't look like he's trying at all. He's just better than everybody else right now. Got some sweet new Ray-Bans. Made in the USA. Wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it. The president said we were gonna start making stuff here again, and I was expecting made in China, made in the USA. It's pretty cool. I think part of it too is probably that Jett, he doesn't look fast. He looks slow, but obviously his smoothness is what helps him and what puts him up there. Don't take what I say as a knock on Jett. I'm not trying to beat up on Jett or anything. He's obviously extremely talented. He's in shape. He rides a lot. He's young. He hasn't been hurt a lot. He's fast. He gets good starts. I suppose part of it could be that Jett's a Aussie too, because when Chad Reed came over, I wasn't the hugest Chad Reed fan either. He almost seemed like he was cocky, but then once he stayed around and you could see the grit that guy had. I didn't start out a fan, but I became a fan, and that's kind of what I feel like's happening with Jett. I didn't start out a fan, but I'm becoming a fan because you know he's gritty, you know he's tough, and he's fast. Plus, I think Australians got cool accents, honestly. So we'll just have to see what goes down in the next few years. See if Deegan can get up in there and rattle his cage a little bit, mix it up with him. I think if anybody could do it, Deegan could do it. But I think it might be a little tougher than. I don't see Deegan winning right off the get-go. It's going to take Deegan some time to get acclimated to riding the 450, a little longer races, well, more races, because you ride the whole series versus only half the series, well, at least as far as Supercross goes. So it might take Danger Boy a little bit of time to get up there with him. But I think Jett's going to have a pretty good run, because he's still barely he's about 2-3 years into his 450 racing, so he's got at least another, as long as no injuries happen or anything like traumatic happens, he should be able to, he's like 21, 22, he should be able to win at least for like another, I don't know, Tomac's still up there pretty good. He's like 32, so if Jett's 22, that's another 10 years. But a lot can happen in 10 years, especially when you're riding in a sport that's as dangerous as motocross and supercross. So we'll just have to give it time and see what happens.
You can't handle the truth!